check on your homie.
Well, a steady rain has been falling here, but it has not dampened the spirits of the hardy folks at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday night primetime. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You look at the Steeler defense. They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Shedding the tackle, and gives him some room. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
That was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps in early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Browns defense. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well in the football now.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Back to throw. Howard. Got his man. It's Warren. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. On fourth down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there without time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Get it.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. The Browns sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. I expect them to do just that. Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Shador. And he's got his big time in here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
Ready. Hawk 70. Go.
To throw is Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Viking 18. Ready.
Play action. It's Sanders. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They run wide side with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And here's Matt Araiza now. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak in this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of them.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
At the 41-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. And that's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw. Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see the franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Now 2nd and 9.
Ready? 71. Rangers. 60 by
They go play action now. Sanders. And he fires one incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Now Sanders. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there.
Man, this is an ugly game.
On fourth down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Fielded at the 33. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Across the formation, he hits Austin. Here is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Howard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Howard. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on a deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Handoff for Warren. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Howard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing, Sanders. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh my, come on, bro.
Took a shot for a first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Ready, ready. Viking 18. Go, Rick, go.
A first down carry for Henry. We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
79 Broncos. Let's go now. Viking 18. Ready.
From the shotgun, Sanders. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As arises on the punt here as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's Howard throwing to start the drive. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Howard now off the play fake. That ball caught by Campbell. On the move past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Steelers.
Up the middle they go. Coles. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake. Howard. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Come on, DK.
Complete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll launch you. And now it brings up 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Nice. Let's go.
End zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Hold the ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free.
When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Sanders. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
They really need to get something going. They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game is starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Cowboy 80.
Now Sanders, a final shot before break. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating for the gun, Howard. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Howard from the gun on 3rd down. Slant pass, hauled in by Campbell. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Steeler first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they got it first and 10. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny?
Let's go now.
You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. He stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Sanders. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A loss of a yard.
Cade York on now for the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Howard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Howard. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st Bucks getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Steelers.
They go play action here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Howard. It's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
That's another Steelers first down. It's a gain of 35. First down, Pittsburgh.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Looking to throw. Howard. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Press all 80. Ready.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. York now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time we call the playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 62 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Back to throw. Howard airing it out deep for Smith. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off-play action. Howard. Completes it to Austin. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense has other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On the give, it's Warren. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard to the goal line, but it's incomplete. A missed connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a 4.
At their 49-yard line.
Go, Reed, go. Come on, go.
Henry running right. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Go, check.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Sanders to throw. Checks it down to Judkins. Now he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
60 Vikings.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Tough spot looking at second.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't fox. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the counter that's dry. Riding in spaceship like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't fox. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Okay, money, okay, I took the Billy Cool back and I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And let it sit there in the road. Wow. I'm still up, the ties, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the hood was on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find it, telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this dribble my guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier the watch, Cartier look, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show her. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock, got whip be the reason that don't break the door. Turn that whole top floor to up. 100 racks and one, two about to flood that.
That's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living, nah, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming. Guns and Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bonds with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still trying to get them 40 stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Without a doubt, I've been around. Yeah, everybody knows my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bonds with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the same rowdy bonds with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ.
Well, a steady rain has been falling here, but it has not dampened the spirits of the hardy folks at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Get it! Cougar 19! Let go!
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Steelers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Off the play fake, here's Sanders. Going deep for Wonder. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, it's Shador. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
7, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Boston to man in motion left. To throw is Howard. Throwing to start the drive. Short throw to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. Campbell making the catch. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Howard going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the run, it's Warren. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they can score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready,
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
Back to throw. Sanders. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Steeler defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
On 3rd down, here's Jenkins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. The Browns sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Throw that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
There we go. Set. 19-18.
Looking to throw. Sanders. Throwing middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now increase here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 60. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And it's blocked. The Browns have it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Oh, and that is incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
To throw is Sanders. Setting up a screen for Judkins. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here we go. Ready?
On first down, here's Judkins.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down it.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle.
On the carry, I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and